So I was just getting the live stream audience in to join us here broadcasting on Pier Country, WPVW, and as well on The Huddle tonight. JV result tonight, the PM JV won 67-40. The Bulldogs will be in their home blacks trimmed in gold, and the Falcons will be in their visiting whites trimmed in red numbers and red letters. It's like Caden Castle and Briar Ender will be in the center circle for the opening tip. In the air, and tip is controlled by Schreiber, and now Bantley and Busby will set the offense up. Falcons in that 2-3 zone. Here's a cross-court pass to Busby, looking underneath for Schreiber or Castle, nothing there. Here's Bantley for three, rims out, rebound by Schreiber, and then lost. On the connection, here's a drive by Muir, blocked by Brinkman. And Bantley will start back the other way. Busby thought about the three, decides against it. Now rotation, top of the key for Brinkman. His three is short, rebound by Ender. Two trips down, true open trips for the Bulldogs. Williams sets up the offense for the Falcons. Guarded in the man-to-man by Castle. Rotation back the other way. And now Mirror will have possession of the ball, guarded by Castle, top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And a long arm in the way. I believe that was Schreiber. Schreiber now comes up with the steal. And Castle on the other end will hit for the opening 2 points of the game. 2-0 Bulldogs lead. 16-40 on the Thrivent Financial by Jake Thompson scoreboard, and a little bit too many hands for Hunter Busby. He'll be called for a foul. First of the night, first team foul for the Bulldogs. Wabasha-Kellogg is coached by Zach Keseth. He's underneath, kickback out, Bush, and then a deny to Ender, and another deny, and the Bulldogs will capture the ball off of the bad pass. Turnover for the Falcons. Three-point shot for Busby, rims out, rebound by Schreiber, and he'll kick back out to Bantley. Busby back underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber working on Ender. Turnaround, denied. Brinkman will fire a three, no good, and the three-point shot not falling so far tonight for the Bulldogs. Three opportunities and no dice. Here's Mirror working on Brinkman, kicks back out to Williams up on top of the key, gets a screen. Now Bantley will take over the defensive duties. Mirror back in it, drives the lane. Denied by Bantley. Bantley with the steal. He will drive the end of the court and he'll lose possession. Turnover there for the Bulldogs and Falcons. Cody Walker coming into the game. He's a 6'3" senior for the Falcons. He'll replace Brooks Mirror. Bulldogs will put pressure at the half-court line and I'll back off. And looks like they'll go into their zone. Nope, they'll stay in. Oh, yes, it is zone. Three-point shot by Williams off. Rebound by Busby. Busby will get it down to Bantley. Now Castle looks underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber working in there. Denied the first time, gets his own rebound. Will look to Brinkman in the lane, and that one will roll in. Brinkman, first connection for him, will give the dime to Schreiber. There's Williams. He'll fire a three. No good. Rebound by Ender. Ender trapped in by Schreiber. And the ball will go out of bounds off of Schreiber. 4-0 on the Thrivent Financial scoreboard. 14:53 here in the first half. Passy will pull it into Williams. Williams working on Castle. Castle to the denial. It'll be Bush driving around, looked for thought maybe a shot, but no luck there, and we'll have a tie-up as Brinkman is able to tie up Passy. Possession arrow faces the Falcons. You'll have 2 seconds on the shot clock. Ball comes into Bush, and that'll be a shot clock violation. I don't think he got the memo from Coach Kesath. Falcons back off on their defensive pressure. Bantley now to Busby. Brinkman, right-hand side, looking for Cutter, not there. Now back to the left, cross-court pass to Brinkman. Now in the lane, high elbow, kick back out to Brinkman for three. Can't get it to go. And a hard hit on the floor. Yeah. Conversation with the officials and coach of the Falcons saying that there was two Falcons battling for possession and taking out each other. Muir will check back into the game for Passy. Quite a hit that he took on the floor. Brinkman will get it in finally to Busby. And now Bantley will set it up, reset of the offense. Into Castle. Castle couldn't quite have it. Gets underneath the Schreiber. Schreiber short. Rebound. And we'll have a warning on the bench. As play was stopped. And a warning issued to the bench of the Falcons. Is into Williams for the Falcons. Castle will take him in the backcourt. Dead in the water was Williams. Gets it to Walker. Walker now to Ender. Well, it'll be Muir, and Schreiber will get a little bit too aggressive and create a foul. Second on the Bulldogs, first on Schreiber. Ball come in underneath the Falcons hoop, and a 5-second violation on the Falcons. That's another turnover created by the Bulldogs defense. Falcons will put a little bit of pressure on the Bulldogs in the backcourt. Broken, Bantley, and the Killer Bees, Busby, Brinkman, and Bantley. Here's Castle into Schreiber. Can't get it to fall. He gets his rebound. Put back finally goes for Schreiber. He was battling quite a bit down there. I'm not sure how many that is for him underneath. Brinkman will get called for a foul. Getting a little bit too much in on the ball handler there of the Falcons. That's the third foul on the Bulldogs. First on Brinkman. 13:21 on the clock. Bulldogs lead 6-0. Here's Muir driving against Brinkman. Ender will set a screen, and Schreiber will take over the defense. Mismatch on the inside with Brinkman and Ender. Brinkman's got the height, just not necessarily the size. Busby all over Williams up top. Now into Ender, and Brinkman will get called for his second foul on the reach-in on Ender. Fourth on the Bulldogs. Falcons yet to have a foul called against them. And Cleveter will come in to replace Brinkman. Be 20 seconds on the shot clock, right at 13 minutes in the first half. Ball comes into Ender. Quick release to Bush. Bush, three, good. First points of the night for the Falcons comes away as a three-point shot. Here's Castle. He'll drive in, looking for Schreiber. Kicks back out to Bantley. Bantley thought about the three, decides against it. Now Cleveter, left-hand side, rotation back to Bantley. Now in the lane, kick back out for Cleveter, underneath to Castle. Now kick back out to Busby. Busby's three, no good. Rebound by Castle, and he'll be blocked with the jump ball. Bulldogs having trouble getting that ball to fall here early on. It's going to be a battle underneath as well. Schreiber gets it in. Kick back to Busby. Bantley will fire three. Good! Bantley getting it finally tuned. As the Bulldogs lead 9-3. A little bit more pressure put in the backcourt. Broken by the Falcons. And underneath, turnover for the Falcons. Bantley will slow it up, bring it back around, and it'll be a cross-court pass to Cleveter. Cleveter looking for Schreiber at that high elbow. Gets to Busby. Busby, Castle. Castle will create the foul, held to the free throw line as Ender hits him on the arm. Their first, team first. Much more of a battle in that low post tonight with that height and size of Briar Ender. First free throw for Castle goes hard off the iron, no good. Carson Hines will come in and replace Schreiber. And Williams out, and I believe Passy back in for the Falcons. Second free throw for Castle. Will go in that time. 10-3, 11:50 on the Thrivent Financial by Jake Thompson scoreboard. Here's Bush breaking the press. Busby will pick him up in the lane. Here's Bush, Passy. His shot no good. Bush will end up with the long rebound after the Bulldogs couldn't control. In the lane to Walker. And now back out will be Passy. Now up top, way up top is Bush. In the lane to Ender, guarded by Hines. Working on Hines. There's Mirror, cross-court pass for Passy. His shot is no good off the front of the iron. Rebound by Cleveter. Extended possession there by the Falcons. Bantley has the ball knocked away by Passy, and he'll be called for a foul. That's the second on the Falcons. First on Passy. Evan Kish will come in and replace Busby, and we'll have a 30-second timeout, and we'll take that timeout with him. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Pure Country. Welcome back to Bulldog Basketball on Pure Country, brought to you by the fine folks at Bennett & Son Sand and Gravel broadcast booth here and Bennett's Food Center. Here's Bantley out top. Feeds to Castle, kick back out to Kish. Rotation now for Cleveter. Down low is Hines, and he'll get the ball to roll up over top. Hitting for his first 2 points of the night. And a 12-3 Bulldog lead. Kish now joins the other two juniors in the backcourt with Cleveter and Buzz Bantley. Three-point shot is good by Passy. And it's now a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs, 12-6. There's Bantley. Will fire over to Cleveter. Cleveter into Castle. Castle working against Ender. Turnaround jump shot off. Kish there for the rebound. Dribbles off of his foot. And that'll be a turnover for the Bulldogs. A little bit more pressure being applied by the Bulldogs in the backcourt. Williams will have it. Castle pick him up. And now Passy, guarded by Kish. He loses the ball, and he'll maintain with it. He'll have a timeout called by the Falcons. We'll take that with them. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Pure Country. after the Falcon timeout. 9:53 on the clock. Bulldogs lead 12-6. 19 seconds will be on the shot clock for the Falcons. Passy will trigger it from the Bulldog bench and get it into Williams. Williams will be picked up in the backcourt by Castle. Castle with the poke away and the steal, and he will have it rejected from behind by Ender. Ender quickly down the court and causing problems for the Bulldogs in the paint. Bentley, the trigger into Cleveter. Cleveter now top of the key for Kish. Now at the high elbow for Hines. Hines with the turnaround. Nice shot there by Carson, showing his range. Cleveter on Muir. Now Ender, the drive, the kickback for Muir. Now Williams. Williams, he'll drive in on the far side, near side three-point line against Castle. Cleveter there with some help. Three-point shot by Passy, good. All three-point shots so far for the Falcons. 14-9 Bulldogs with the lead. 9:03 on the clock. Here's Kish as Cleveter. Cleveter in the lane to Castle. Castle will fire that mid-range and he'll hit. Bulldogs got something cooking there at that free throw line mid-range jumper. There's Passy will get it up to Ender now. Ender fire to Williams. Williams drives the lane. Ender ends up with the ball, blocked by the combination of Castle and Hines. Here's Kish, and he'll give to Bantley for the reset of the offense. Underneath, wide open, is Castle. He does get the foul called. Kish was out there waiting for the foul to be called. Walker will be called for the foul, and Carson will head to the free throw, or Caden will head to the free throw line. He's the only one today at the free throw line, one of two so far today. First one short. Ender will exit the game. Second free throw for Castle coming up. And that one will roll out, no good. Walker replacing Ender. Here's Passy, has Walker. Walker turnaround, blocked by Carson Hines. Bulldogs will end up with the ball, long distance pass, and it'll be retrieved by Cleveter. Cleveter will get it to Bantley. Bantley will start the offense. Kish has it now. Back to Bantley in the lane to Hines. Hines finds Castle underneath, but he will be called for a travel. Busby will come in and replace Castle along with, he'll replace Hines. Schreiber replaces Castle. A little bit more of pressure being applied now for the Bulldogs. And Walker will get it. Long court pass to Bush, now to Williams. Williams trapped in the corner by Busby and Cleveter. Cross court pass to Bush. Now Passy gets it. He'll cross court pass to Williams. Williams with the push off. And no call there. Bush for three. Schreiber skies for the rebound. Kish will bring it down for the Bulldogs. Attack the lane. Now dish to Cleveter. Cleveter back to Kish. Now to Bantley. Now Cleveter will get it. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Into Schreiber. Schreiber now back out to Kish. Kish in the bottom to Busby. Schreiber rebound and put back. Some of those little bunny shots just aren't going the way of the Bulldogs so far. Schreiber there to clean up things and put it away for the Bulldogs. 18-9, 6:40 on the clock. Here's Williams. Thought about the quick trigger three. Bantley and Busby with the defense. They'll create a turnover as Ender comes back in. and he'll replace Walker. Cleveter will get it into Bantley. Now to Busby. Busby back to Bantley. Now Cleveter. Cross court to Busby in the lane to Kish. Kish, little drop-off pass to Schreiber. He'll head to the free throw line. Nice dish there by Kish, finding Schreiber underneath. That'll be the second on Ender. And Schreiber to the free throw line. This will be his first opportunity tonight from the free throw line. Schreiber's first free throw rattles off the back of the iron. Free throw struggles back tonight for the Bulldogs. Ender is out and Walker comes back in. Ender with 3 fouls. Second free throw, no good. Cleveter comes up with the rebound. No shot, they're saying. Nice rebound there by Cleveter. And the foul is on Williams. Didn't know Cleveter had the height, jumping the vertical ability in like he does. He'll get it into Busby. Busby, quick release 3, no good. Nothing there at all. Schreiber grabs the rebound, driving in, turnaround J is good. Nice move there by Schreiber, hitting the paint and getting the pay dirt. There's Walker, throws it away. Kish will cover it up and get laid on by Williams. Jump ball. And the possession arrow faces the Falcons, I believe. Castle out and Cleveter in. Good minutes there by Logan. Williams will get it into Bush. Bush guarded by Bantley, and a turnover. Busby will slow it up, give it to Kish. Kish drives in lane, slashing in, no good. Schreiber rebound. Schreiber put back and one. Schreiber, Johnny on the spot down in the paint, and Kish will come out. Brinkman will come back in. 5:43 on the clock. Bulldogs up 22-9. Schreiber for his old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. Off the side of the iron, and free throw struggles tonight for the Bulldogs. Bush controlling for the Falcons. Doubled, now gets it to Walker. Walker to Williams. Williams underneath. Guarded by Brinkman. Now kicks it back out to Bush. Bush will be chased way up top. Now gets it to Tron. Tron with the turnover. Schreiber gets it under control and puts it in. Thought that was going to end up in a turnover, but Jack able to hold on. 24-9, 5:05 on the clock. Bulldogs getting that back court press defense fired up. Here's Tron underneath. Kick out to Williams. Williams now slash in. Brinkman picks him up. Passy now with the ball. Back to Williams. Williams got about the 3. Defended nicely. Jet pass over to Bush in the corner. Bush's 3, no good. And Bantley comes up with the rebound. Bantley finds Busby. Now in the lane to Castle. Castle kick back. And now an extra pass. Knocked out of the hands of Castle. Back to Bantley. Busby has it. Looking for Schreiber. Schreiber's on the other side of the court. Now here's Castle into the lane to Schreiber. Schreiber can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Missed. Puts his own rebound back in and good. And we'll have a full timeout called by the Falcons. We'll take that timeout with them. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on your Bulldog Nation station, Pure Country. Quick update. The girls are currently leading with 6:05 left in the first half, 20-15. Down in Wabasha, at Wabasha-Kellogg High School. 20-15. All right, back here after the Falcon timeout. Bulldogs lead 26-9, 4:19 left in the first half. And the Bulldogs will pull their pressure back just a little bit compared to where they were just a possession ago. And here is Walker, fires to Bush. Bush guarded by Busby. More of a man-to-man defense. Aiden Knoll is in now for the Bulldogs. Schreiber commits the foul, his second, team fifth. Falcons will have the ball in front of the visitors section, and Williams gets it. And Castle, once again on him. Now Bush driving the lane, and blocked by Castle, and that'll be off of Bush. As he didn't let go of the ball. We'll give credit to Castle for the block, and then a turnover for the Falcons as well. Falcons will pick up pressure a little bit. Here's Busby right at the the logo. Down low and gets to Castle. Castle, pump fake in and good. Castle taking over the paint there for a little bit as he gets the assist from Busby. Bulldogs, Brinkman almost got his long hands up there. Traveling violation coming up. Coach Herber was calling for it right away. Heard him all the way up here. You probably heard him at home as well. Another turnover for the Falcons. My count is 11. That's unofficially. Walker out and Muir back in. Here's Busby to Brinkman. Brinkman in the lane. Now kick to Knoll. Knoll will give it to Schreiber. Schreiber jump stop in the lane, and he hits. We'll give Aiden the credit for an assist there as the Bulldogs add to their lead 30-9. Double on Williams. Schreiber will come up with the loose ball, and he will finish at the lane, in the lane, off the glass. 32-9, the Bulldogs lead. Here's a trap, and we'll have a foul on Knoll. That's the sixth team foul on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs showing their aggressiveness, trying to get in that easy steal. Not necessarily easy when you're getting called for a foul. Mirror will be guarded by Brinkman as the Bulldogs will bring a list of subs to the scorers table. Here's a long three by Williams. He hits. 4 threes by the Falcons, and that's all their scoring is via the three-point shot. 32-12. Here's Castle. Kick back out. Extra pass. Knoll now underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber denied. Now Brinkman, he'll get it back out. 15 seconds on the shot clock. A roll, and Castle denied, and then he'll head to the free throw line for free throws once again. That foul is on Passy, his second, team seventh. Castle is just one of 4 from the free throw line. 2:02 on the clock. First one goes in good. 33-12. Sanders, Staudiker, and Bantley back in. Student section going crazy for Landon's appearance. 2:02 on the clock. Thrivent Financial by Jake Thompson, your scoreboard sponsor. Second free throw for Castle goes in. 34-12. Staudiker will now take that backcourt defensive spot. And here's Muir driving in on Castle, denied, now trapped. Long court pass to Williams. Stoddicker on him. Williams loses the handle. And now it'll be thrown away, and it'll go in the backcourt. It'll be a turnover. Stoddicker should have just let it go. And it'll end up back to the Falcons. And we'll have a reset of the shot clock back to 35. And now we're going to have a conversation about it. I don't know if there was a possession there. I think it should stay at 9. And it is a reset back to 9. 1:36 on the clock. Bulldogs lead 34-12. Stoddicker will take Passy. Passy driving in. Then he'll have a wide open Tron, who will hit the Falcons' first 2-point bucket of the night. 34-14. There's Bantley now to Stoddicker. Stoddicker back rotation has Castle underneath the Sanders. Sanders has his shot blocked. And the Falcons will set their offense up. Passy working on Bantley. And his shot is good. Passy leading the Falcons scoring tonight. He has 8. Under a minute left in the first half. Here's Busby crossing the timeline, gets it to Bantley. Bantley now to Sanders. Sanders, jump shot, good. Sanders makes up for the previous one that got blocked. Puts that one in, 36-16. Bulldogs lead 35 on the score timer, 25 on the shot clock. Here's Tron Williams. Now back to Bush. Williams, he'll fire a 3. No good. Rebound by Busby. And the Bulldogs will set up for just one last shot. Here's Stoddicker to Sanders. Sanders, cross-court pass for Bantley. Now up top. And now at the lane. Turnaround jumper for Castle. Good! Nice look by Castle there for the turnaround J to finish the half strong. Bulldogs lead 38-16. We'll come back at the half for the People's State Bank halftime report. We'll tally up some first half stats and come back for the People's State Bank halftime report. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Pure Country, your Bulldog Nation station.
Performing for us at halftime is the Varsity dance team again. This time they're performing their kick routine, Here to Party. Captains are Audrey Caleb, Caleb Kohler, Allie Gates, and Jocelyn Loya. They are coached by Jennifer Simon, Anthony Nielsen, and Mary Jane Miller.
Bear with me just 1 second. Three Rivers Conference standings on the boys' side. East, it's kind of a battle over there to decide who's going to kind of lead the way and be that conference champion. Right now, Rushford-Peterson, they have a 7-2 conference record, 14-3 overall. They're in first place. Cotter, a 7-2 record, 14-4 overall. Then Caledonia, 7-2, 10-6 overall. La Crescent Hoka is in fourth with 1-7 record, 2-15 overall, and then Fillmore Central 0-8 in the conference, 3-14 overall. On the west side, not near the excitement as what it is on the east. Lewiston Altura, they are leading the conference 6-2, 12-3 overall. Chatfield 6-3, 10-7 overall. St. Charles 4-4, 10-7 overall. Dover-Yoda 4-4, 9-8 overall. Then our Bulldogs 3-5 and 6-11 overall. Then finishing out the west side, Wabasha-Kellogg 1-7, 7-10 overall. The dance team results from last Saturday, they took third in jazz over in Dover-Yoda. Winona was first, St. Charles was second. In kick, Winona was first again, St. Charles third via the tiebreaker as the Bulldogs were able to finish second. They're now preparing for their dance meet, and they performed their jazz routine at JV in the high kick here at halftime. One act performed at Wabasha-Kellogg last Saturday. They were your subsection champions. Wabasha-Kellogg was second. This Saturday, they'll be back on stage once again in Casa Manorville for their opportunity to take the section for the second year in a row. Math League, they won at La Crescent and head to the last meet of the season in first place in the Three Rivers Conference. Our alumni report, I'll get this in quick. Big night for Aaron Stevens, the junior from Southwest Minnesota State, scored a game high and a career high 31 points, while in the process becoming the 30th player in team history to reach 1,000 career points as he paced Southwest Minnesota State in a 90-46 win over Minnesota Crookston. Stevens reached the 1,000th point milestone with 11 minutes 57 seconds remaining in the game. He is the 79th career game. He was 10 of 16 with 3 3-pointers and grabbed the game high 8 rebounds. Luke Stevens logged 2 minutes in that victory. Over on the girls' side, St. Cloud State University, Abigail O'Reilly, she logged 13 minutes in a win over Northern State, 5.6 rebounds in that victory. So begin the half here. The Bulldogs will get the ball as Bentley and Busby will handle the duties there. Here's look underneath in the paint, kick out to Brinkman. Brinkman for three. Good cash from Brinkman, finally finding the bottom of the net on his three-pointers. The long arms of Brinkman getting it done and hitting the lay-in. 43-16, Bulldogs getting out quickly here in the second half. Brinkman once again looking to get it done, and it'll cause a 10-second violation, a turnover, and that'll get some action coming in off the bench for the Falcons as Oxendine and Lineweaver will come in to replace Bush and Muir. Busby calling out the play for Bentley. Bentley will cross the timeline. And now to Busby underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber working in on the glass. Miss. Gets his own rebound. He'll drive back in. Loses the handle on it. So that's a turnover. And now turnover for turnover. Sloppy, but effective, could I say. The defense is there, just some sloppiness on that offensive side. So Brinkman will trigger, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Schreiber working in lane, jump, pump fake, puts it in, 4-2. 45-16. Here's Oxenine, has it poked away by Bantley. Bantley will get it up to Castle. Castle can't finish, but he'll go out of the free throw line. That foul is on Passy, his third, team first of the second half. So Castle, free throw line. He's been the one that's been there the most. He will hit that one. .16:44 here in the second half. Bulldogs lead 46-16. Second free throw off the front of the iron, no good. Tipped up high in the air, and Lineweaver will come up with the rebound. Here's Passy driving in, looking for Ender. Ender will hit. Ender, first 2 points of the game. 46-18, Bulldogs with the lead. There's Busby looking quickly for Castle, not there. Now he'll get it in. Kick back out to Bantley. Bantley's three rolls out, no good. Falcons rebound. And here's Passy driving in. Will have the ball blocked by Castle. And Williams will end up back with it. Driving in. And Schreiber will get the loose ball. Quickly up to Bantley, now to Castle. Castle driving lane, kick out to Busby, three, no good. Ender rebound, and we'll have a foul on the Bulldogs. Foul on Castle. His first, and the first of the Bulldogs in the second half. Oxendine gets it to Lineweaver, now Williams. Bulldogs man-to-man defense here in the second half. Ender, loosely guarded by Schreiber. Gets a step on Schreiber. Schreiber will get called for a foul as he just kind of got his feet behind Ender. That's the second on the team and the third on Schreiber. Ender, first free throws of the game for the Falcons. First one in good for Ender. Tron checks in. He'll replace Passy. Nope, sorry, he's not replacing Passy. He replaces Williams. 15-26. Ender's second free throw, no good. And Brinkman will gather the rebound. Here's Bantley to Busby, rotation from Brinkman back to Bantley. Bantley to Schreiber. Schreiber can't quite control it, gets it to Brinkman. And now Castle, kick back out to Brinkman for three. Good! Straight cash from Brinkman. 49-16. Tron gets it up to Lineweaver. He'll fire three, blocked by Castle. I think that's probably the third, fourth block for Castle. .49. Bulldogs lead 49-19. That's a lot of nines up there. Tron will inbound to Ender. Ender back to Tron. Tron drives in the lane, and that'll be a travel violation. Another turnover for the Falcons. Bantley will set up the offense for the Bulldogs. Brinkman in the lane to Castle. Castle back out to Brinkman. Brinkman rotation now to Busby. Busby underneath to Castle. Castle in the lane, in the paint, and he got caught himself. Kind of didn't know what to do, so that's a turnover for the Bulldogs. Too far underneath the hoop to make anything go. There's Lineweaver. Will have it poked away by Castle, but it'll go off of Castle's hands out of bounds. .22, Bulldogs up by 30. Here's Passy to Tron. Knocked away by Bantley. Bantley will have a head fake and ball fake and miss. Rebound by the Falcons. Quickly up the head to Ender. Ender finds Tron. Tron will put it in off the glass. Good. (49-21), Bulldogs lead. Here's Castle to Busby. Top of the key. Three is good. Busby finally knocks down the three. But he is now 1 of 4. And a kicked ball. And we'll have Big Country coming in for the Bulldogs along with Claw. In for the Falcons is Muir, Bush, and I believe Oxendine and Walker come in. Here's Muir with the ball. Gets a screen from Ender. Ender pick and roll. Out, back underneath. Kick out to Bush. Bush's three, no good. Bentley will recover the long rebound, and he's going to fire for three. Straight cash from Bentley. 55-21, Bulldogs lead. There's a pass in the lane. Shot no good by Oxendine. Rebound by Big Country. And he'll get it to Hines. Now quickly up to Busby. Busby into Hines. Hines working against Ender. Ender with the block. Hines with the putback. 57-21. Bulldogs with the advantage. Trapped in the backcourt. Now Ender gets it. Now a trap there. Cross-court pass over to Muir. Muir driving in against Cleveter. Now trapped by Hines and Cleveter. Bush there to help out. Bush now down low to Ender. Ender jump shot, no good. Busby with the rebound and quickly up the court to Cleveter. Kick back out to Busby in the lane. Now is Castle, and one too many steps for Caden. Kish and Sanderson will replace Bentley and Busby. So I think your ball handler will be either Cleveter or Castle on the offensive side. There's Oxendine, gets it over to Muir. Muir has almost the ball poked away, but it'll be a foul on Hines. Third on the Bulldogs, first on Hines. Muir gets it into Ender. Now up top to Bush. Rotation now for Ender, mismatch, Cleveter, and now he'll get help, but it'll be a foul, and he'll hit his lay-in. That's on Cleveter, his first, just a mismatch there. As Ender will go to the free throw line, 57-23, Bulldogs lead. Ender hard off the back iron, and the ball stick with the Falcons as Castle wasn't quite able to corral that loose ball rebound. Ball comes into Ender. This time he'll have Hines on him. Hines meets him, kicks it out to Oxendine, and he'll get it to fall. Kind of a weird shot kind of from behind the glass, but it hits anyway. There's Kish. Gets it to to Cleveter. Now into Castle in the lane. Castle working in off the glass too hard, and a rebound for the Falcons. Here's Bush, and he fouled, and he hits. Bulldog kind of losing a little bit of composure there. There's a foul on Cleveter's second one. Transition game working a couple times here for the Falcons. Bush for his and one. He hits 28-57. Here's Cleveter. Sanders. Now Castle in the lane for Hines, and Ender will commit his fourth foul, second in the second half for the Falcons. And Williams will come in, and he'll replace Ender. Cleveter trigger man for the Bulldogs out of bounds. 11:07 on the clock. Into Hines. Hines with the advantage, but he misses a shot. And back the other way here is Oxendine, picked up by Kish. Williams will drive in on Claviter, denied. And now over to Bush. Bush guarded by Castle. His turnaround jumper rolls in and good. Not much of a defense you can do there on that nice turnaround by Bush. There's Claviter. Has the ball poked away, and they're going to call a foul on Muir. And we have timeout coming. It's timeout called by the Falcons. It's a full timeout. We'll take the full timeout with them. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on your Bulldog Nation station, Pure Country. All right, after the timeout, Bulldogs lead 57-30. They'll have possession of the ball. Timeout was called by the Falcons. Here's Kish in the lane for Hines. Hines will have his first shot blocked, gets his rebound twice, and will finally put it back in. Hines working hard in there, battling, getting the ball to fall. And turnover, here's Kish. Gets it to Hines. Hines underneath the Brinkman. Brinkman bobbles it, gets his own rebound, put back, good. Bulldogs are obviously have the advantage on the glass, clearing up things. Here's Kish, almost gets the poke away. Williams now has a good rebound on the defensive side for Kish. Here's Oxendine. They can't get it to roll. Hines grabs the defensive rebound. Kish gets it to Hines. Hines now to Brinkman. Hines will set a screen. Brinkman looking for Hines, not there. Now Claviter. Claviter dribble out. Now Brinkman. Rotation now ends up on the right-hand side for Sanders. Sanders cross-court pass for Claviter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brinkman for two, short. And rebound for the Falcons. Well short for Brinkman on that shot. Here's Kish with the poke away. He will lose the handle, and it'll be Bulldogs basketball. As a fresh four come in for the Bulldogs. Stodiker, Bantley, Busby, and Schreiber. Be 34 seconds on the shot clock. 8:59 left in the game. As Stodiker in the lane gets it to Schreiber. Schreiber, turnaround, good! Good look, unselfishness there by Stodiker. He'll get credit for the assist, and Schreiber will head to the free throw line. 63-30 as we have reached the running clock here shortly. Schreiber to the free throw line. He has not connected tonight from the free throw line. 0 of 3 so far tonight. And the reverse jinx works as it is 64-30. Bulldogs with the lead. Here's Bush. And now Passy back to Bush, looking underneath for Ender. Ender has it. doubled quickly. Now out to Williams. Williams will get it to Bush. Now back to Williams. Looking inside for Ender. Bush for three. No good. Busby rebound. Up to Stoddicker. Stoddicker will get it to Bantley. Back to Stoddicker. Now Busby looking underneath for Schreiber. Stoddicker back up top. And looking for the reverse. Gets it to Bantley. Now Stoddicker. Stoddicker to Busby in the lane. Now to Schreiber. Schreiber gets to roll in off the glass. 66-30. 8:04 in the second half. Here's Ender, cross-court pass to Bush. Bush went up high for it, got it. Now to Williams. Williams driving in against Busby. Hands now to Muir. Muir driving in the lane. Dead in the water. Triple team back out to Williams. Williams will have the ball stolen right out of his hands by Brinkman. Brinkman to the hoop. In and good. Good job there by Bo, just taking the ball away and converting. 68-30. There's an inside shot, no good. Rebound by Schreiber. And up to Bantley, who misses the easy bunny. And Brinkman getting his hands back up there, but not enough to create the turnover. Williams for three, no good. Ender ends up with the ball, and he'll bully his way in. Brinkman gets the rebound. Ender just ended up missing. Here's Brinkman driving in. Out to Busby. Busby, jump shot in the lane, no good. And Brinkman will get it to Stoddicker. Brinkman bats to Stoddicker, and it'll be a jump ball. Noel, Sanders, and Kish in. Lineweaver back in for Williams. 6:39 now running time. And we're going to have a conversation with the officials and the scorers table. And whatever it was good. Muir will set the offense up for the Falcons. Definite advantage for Ender in the paint, and that's where they go. Ender got was defended by Noel. No chance for Noel there at all. 68-32, 6 minutes in the half. Here's Stoddicker to Sanders. Sanders will drive in. And now gets it to Busby. Busby's shot is short. Kish with the rebound. Now Busby. Sanders will turn around. Out to Noel. Noel to Sanders. Sanders, his jump shot no good. And rebound by Ender. Quickly up to Bush. Bush looking for Ender underneath. Stoddicker on him. Stoddicker no match either. Ender's first one is a miss. Second one rebound, and he'll head to the free throw line as Stoddicker is called for the foul, team's sixth. Ender is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 68-32 running time. First free throw good. Cleveter will come in for Busby. As we enter under 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Ender's second free throw shot will rim in and good. Cleveter to Noel. Noel setting up the offense, looking at the high post for Sanders. And Noel with it again. Stoddicker in the lane to Sanders. Sanders kick back out to Stoddicker. Stoddicker with it again. Back to Noel, top of the key. Now to Cleveter. Cleveter, Kish underneath, and it'll be a turnover on the Bulldogs. A little bit too much of a rifled pass from Cleveter to Kish. Passy, guarded by Kish on the defensive side, working his way in. Kish will be called for a reach-in. That'll send the Falcons to the free throw line. Kish is first. Try to get a look in on how the girls are doing down in Wabasha. I can't give you an update because there's nothing on the huddle. First free throw good for Bush. Second free throw short, and Stoddicker comes up with the rebound. Here's Noel with the top of the key now to Claviter. Claviter to Noel. Noel now to Stoddicker. Stoddicker right hand side to Kish. Kish driving the baseline, kicks out to Sanders. Sanders hits for two. 70-35. And a steal by Sanders. He'll get it up to Kish. Kish will be fouled. Ender will foul out. Not sure if they'll give him the goaltending or not. Nope, does not look like it. And Kish will head to the free throw line. Trying to get his first 2 points of the night as subs come in for the Bulldogs. Anderson, Rademacher, Haas, Nelson, and DeJuan Jones will be in as well after the free throw attempts here by Kish, as Kish hits the first one. And for the Falcons, Isaac Solberg comes in, as well as Braden Martin. Tron back in. And Kish second free throw hits. Oxendine in as well for the Falcons. And Lineweaver back in. 1:44 left to go in the game. Here's Oxendine driving. Pass defending, no good. Jones with the rebound. Anderson up the court to Rademacher. Rademacher high off the glass. Hits for the Bulldogs. (72-35), 1:15 on the clock. Here is Oxendine. His shot no good. Rebound is of his own, driving in, and Jones will get called for a foul on the shot. Jones first, and be under a minute left here to go in the game. And Oxendine at the free throw line hits the first. Second one for Oxendine will be short, rebound by Haas. And Anderson will bring the ball down the court, set it up for the Bulldogs. Here's Jones driving in, and he's fouled. Foul is on Solberg, his first, team sixth. Haas will inbound. This will be the end of the game. Into Nelson. Nelson high off the glass and good. And it'll be 3 seconds left. Up the court to a three-point shot to end the game for Martin. No good. Bulldogs will get the victory 76-36. I'll take an extended break as we need to get all of our ads in for our Bulldog production here. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the the post-game show on Pure Country.
What they end up at?
Well, I don't know. They went off. They went off. I think they were behind. And Wabasha-Kellogg, but I think they were behind.
Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Did you say Friday? You said, right?
But that's Christy's responsibility.
Oh, yes, it is. Or it's right. It's the 10-year recognition.
Hopefully, I'm going to talk to the Cowboys and whatever they're doing.
Oh, nice.
So I hope it's going to work.
Hopefully.
Yeah, one thing that Bill needs to do, that fucking music is way too loud.
That wasn't on him tonight.
Well, but usually it is. So,
Well, that was loud. I saw him go over there twice in town, but our dance was kids. The kids need I can't tell it's not like they can walk in there. Because they just keep messing with it instead of doing it on their iPad volume. They're messing with it over there and let it go. Definitely.
well, is this what we hope to do? Is this what they're supposed to get done with? Like the little foundation bucks or whatever? But, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well, very good. Good.
Alright, I'm ready to go home.
Me too.
Okay, see you later.
Okay,
See you Friday, probably.
that's cool. Oh, you didn't get invited, Eric.
I hope I'm not working.
Hey, Benny, you want? Benny, you want a pool? Benny, you want a pool floaty? Yeah. I can't give it to the same person all the time. So I gave it to you. You got a pool at home, so I couldn't get it. Yeah, I was going to say, you got a pool, don't you?
Gotta tell Mikey that I need to go with him one of these days.
So what?
I miss talking to you on the
Come
radio.
on Saturday. I'm sure Hunter. That's Hunter's corner. I'm sure Hunter will be here.
Hunter's there all the time.
Yeah, because he wants to love doing it. So, yeah, Saturday at 8:30.
I talked to him.
He's coming, so we're together. I talked to him the other day because not much exciting to talk about. We'll just talk basketball then. We don't need to talk about Bulldog basketball. We'll just talk basketball.
I mean, we got something to talk about now this Saturday. We'll have another thing to talk about after Thursday, after Eglin.
They've been I called them.
It's a test for us, right? Like as of right now. We should be able to get back to you.
I filmed from Plainview-Elgin-Mill It's terrible.
It's and they well, yeah. So they only lost to 8 by Connor. They lost by 8. They lost by 7 to Patfield. Lost by I think 5 to Dover Yoda. So it's like they've been playing close basketball for that.
Is it because of that rate?
I don't know. They should have. That's the thing.
But that's your player of the game. Yeah, by sweeping the floor.
Who got it?
I
gave it to Benny. 'Cause I can't give it to the. I'm not going to give it to the same guys over and over. So it'll be all the seniors' turn to get it. So,
Yeah, that's a good one. Who is the player of the game? Oh my God! Good job. You got a lot more points. All right, you gotta take it out of the tank. Yeah,
you gotta be as excited with it as Bo was. You can go ahead.